there's 2 sets potentially that would have to be played that Pier can get a dub. And one thing that has been a very consistent theme is that Luna has been struggling with Katars. We're starting off Grand Finals. We got Pier versus Luna.
No, but Luna not having to warm up now, already chain dodging off stage, looking for the nair. Pier still staying unarmed. One of the few people who seems comfortable with it, and you're already seeing him swinging on Luna. Going to take his time going back for the weapon.
It's actually been insanely impressive to watch. Like, it's one thing to do it like once or twice. It's another thing to do it every single game and still mess people up on it. Like like it doesn't. Weapon stars don't matter against Pier. It actually literally doesn't.
Yeah, he's totally fine with it as he throws away the blast just to swap over to the Katars. Goes for the down sig that works so well in their last set, but this time Luna's ready for it. Keeping the edge guard going. Pier with the nair. Luna can't touch. Pier's going to get the first stock.
That is so similar to what happened the first game where Pier was able to get him with the D-Sig on the side, but he got caught for it this time from Luna. However, after that, Pier is going up there again. Pier wasting no time. D-Light ground pound is going to potentially get the get him out. No, but he sneaks in there.
Pier's so good at picking and choosing when he wants to go aggressive, and that's throwing Luna off. He's trying to catch him, right? Like that gravity cancel N-Sig. If Pier went aggressive, Luna touches back, he gets the chase dodge and everything, but now he's going aggressive against Luna.
I don't say this often early on because I think it's a little bit too early to write off anything, but Pier is playing like a champion. Like, he's playing like he can take this whole thing. It's not very often you see that type of style, but just look at the way he's controlling Luna. He's up 2 stocks on him, Duke.
He is handling PR #1. Luna is struggling right now against Pier. He's going to deny the 3 stock, but he is a full stock behind.
This would be an enormous feat for him, as this would be his first place in actually, I think ever in terms of official championship. So he's trying to make that happen. He sees the light at the end of the tunnel, but Luna is that monster ready to shut that down. Luna is not someone to fall asleep on ever, even with a lead like this.
Yeah, you cannot rest yet here. Sweat beating, but he gets back the dares from Pier. 3 dares thrown out, and they're all working out for him.
Pier going to go ahead and shift both sides. Oh. What a punish! Luna trying to struggle to get down. He avoids the recovery, at least from Pier, but that could have possibly ended it right there.
It's a 2-piece, doesn't get the downlight, though. Still behind Pier. N-Sig again, and Pier going to take game #1.
I have absolutely no understanding of how much he has leveled up this quickly, but what an insane performance we're seeing out of him. That is multiple times he has lined that up, and here's one of the scariest parts, Duke, that I've noticed. I have barely seen Pier get punished on neutral lights. I've seen him barely get punished on D-lights. It's like that just before that interaction, he shifted back and forth twice on 2 space neutralites, and Luna wasn't prepared to react to either one of them, and he walks away with that dub basically free.
Pier's getting away with so much against Luna. Luna missing punish after punish on those down 6 from Pier on the corner, and now we're going into game #2 on the Fortress of Lions, and he's swinging.
You got gauntlets, that's fine. I got hands. I don't care. Like this is just so insane how he's making this work. It doesn't matter what Pier has access to. He makes it work. Tries to follow up with some nair damage, and his evasiveness is nuts. Look at that. He's not getting hit at all.
The dodge down avoids the gravity cancel and light from Luna. That's worked so well on other opponents.
He's going to get over to your Katars, which, like we said, has been the consistent issue for Luna so far. And Lights are going to at least give him a chance. He went for a big play. I don't disrespect the idea. You need to get something going.
There, bounces him. Not going to get much else after it. Luna's behind in damage. The recovery is going to come soon, but it's an N-Sig instead.
This is now final phase up here. Like we said before, the epic boss music has been... this is where we finished out Winners Finals. Trying to start it here, and he does it again. He doesn't need to get that arm, but an N-Sig actually connecting for a change.
Yeah, but it's not enough to KO. Side air pushing Pier off stage, keeping him unarmed. There's the recovery. Luna gets the first stock, but can't rest yet. He's deep red.
Can he synchronize this game plan finally? Can he shut down the machine that has been Pier? So far, that's really good because he used quite a few resources. He gets at least a few hits out of that. No follow-up, and Luna actually hasn't been hit in a little while.
Oh, the downlight, the side air, you jinxed it. He got hit, but the edge guard attempt Gravity cancel down like, gets him back to the wall safely because Pier respects it, but the Sayer will KO.
Literally, as we pointed out, he proceeds to get 2 follow-ups and get himself back in the game. If he can get back to that same evasiveness he had before, he can even this up pretty quickly. Luna getting stuffed out. Doesn't matter, though. Luna had a game plan, and he was finishing it.
Throughout the signature, got stuffed by the weapon toss, and immediate double sidelight into the recovery, getting him high in the sky.
Let's see if Pier can find a way back into this right now. This is the best opportunity we've seen out of Luna so far. Like, this is easily the most comfortable lead we've seen from him. And now Luna boxing back as well unarmed.
Interesting option there. I don't hate it. It was optimal damage to go for that ground pound, but they were so high, I thought for sure it was going to be a recovery.
He almost caught that ground pound right there. Yeah, he is not going to be able to snatch him off the side of the stage, though. Pretty close to it.
Good dodge through. Luna's been going for those reads. He's got the damage now. He's got this chance of taking a game off of Pier. And he'll get it with the downlight recovery. There's the emote.
He is always ready to go. He is so confident overall. And after that game 1 where I was starting to feel pretty worried pretty fast for the potential of Luna even making a chance at making a comeback, this is the Luna that we've known and seen all year long. He answers back dominantly here in game number 2.
Yeah, that was a great response from Luna to bring it back. Because if Pier was up 2-0 after winning in Winners Final, things would have been looking real bad for Luna.
Yeah, you had to literally not drop any game straight forward, and now you're here at Miami Dome. This does open up some more evasiveness for Pier, which I think is going to help him a bit. I think he struggled with trying to find ground before. This does, however, open up the combo routes a bit for Luna if he can catch him slipping.
Yeah, if Pier gets a little over-aggressive off stage, there's potential Luna can start to utilize that middle column to keep Pier locked into a dangerous spot. But right now, Pier's stuck on this outside wall. Luna throws out the Sig, trying to bait some time out.
They're pretty solid at getting people at least afraid of that situation. Weapon toss down to cover him, and that is such a good coverage from Luna. It was so good. That emote was worth it on that.
Dude, that was such clean movement. Jump. Ledge cancels a dash into a down like ground pound, and Pier's down almost a full stock, but he's swinging again.
I'm starting to see this is Championship Luna return. However, tries to catch him, staying in place, looking for a nair follow-up. D-Light, side air, that's going to be enough. It gets himself right back in.
That entire lead Luna built completely mitigated. Pier's blaster's on point.
He said Pier's blast has been on point, his unarmed has been on point, his guitars have been on point, but one thing that hasn't been lining up as much is those N-Sigs are not finding the mark. He also hasn't had chances to go for D-Sig at ledge like he was in the previous set.
Yeah, he's really not been finding those signatures onto Luna. Luna's been really good learning how to respond to it. Recovery, catches Pier from behind. It's not going to be enough to put a big threat onto him, but it's still damage.
Pier sneaking his way back down there with the nair trade-off. That recovery is going to close it out, though. Luna is looking so good. It's like what we saw before has basically not been a problem. I don't know what Luna figured out against Pier so far, but it is working.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a complete return to form for Luna. He was struggling so much earlier, and now he's got Pier locked down. Could close this out with a 2-stock win if he keeps this pace going.
Hey, he's playing like he can. I mean, you go back-to-back 2-stocks, that is going to send a message to Pier that he might not want to have to answer. And not going to go for the neutral lights on the ground. And Pier is starting to, like, it looks like Pier's starting to second-guess some of his swings now. He's actually getting overwhelmed to the point where he's not able to space him out anymore, Duke.
Dude, like, Pier's, like, swinging, and Luna just keeps beating him out. He goes for a neutral light, and Luna's, like, down light, beats it out. Pier goes for a signature, Luna beats it out again. Like, he's just stopping Pier.
So it seems to be the game plan is just, what if I just stay on top of you the entire time? Like, you actually have no game plan if I overwhelm you, which has been the problem for everyone else, because it's actually been Pier who's just been overwhelming everyone. No hit on the ground pound, though. Luna stalling out just a bit longer, and he outstalls him as he takes another 2-stock to move up 2-1 in the round.
He wants to reset it, and he is working towards it. He's feeling real good right now against Luna. Against Pier, and Pier gonna make the swap. This Lucian that's worked so well for him to get him this far is no longer gonna be the pick. It's gonna be the Asuri for game number 4.
Long time going all the way through the match, but one consistent fact in these last 2 games is that blaster damage has disappeared. The guitar, let's be fair, actually, that game it was kind of rough all around.
Yeah, but his guitar damage was even less.
Actually, it was all parties involved. So He's going to switch it up here now, and I think a big part of that is kind of similar to what we saw from Stingray earlier, where he switched off Ragnar into Asuri to get the same coverage at ledge, but more distance, and we're going to see Asuri once again grace the stage of Grand Finals.
Looks like Luna kind of stole Pier's soul there for a second, as he's the one who started off without a weapon and was going in unarmed onto Pier. Pier going to try to go for the dunk down. Luna manages to avoid it, but Pier's guitars are finding hits.
Yeah, he's staying. He's out overly pushing against Luna. He's gotten a lot of sidelights in and basically not really been hit for it at all. Luna getting smacked away for one, but for every time Luna gets one hit, Pier's gotten two.
Oh, Pier gets that recovery as well. Getting this damage built up, so he swaps over to the sword for the KO potential. Misses the dare, the weapon toss, but the NC gets him the wall touch. Luna's keeping him here. Where's the downlight? Misses it. Pier's going to get back up safely.
Sends it back up. Luna was so close to finding that D-Light ground pound as well after getting back to the stage, similar to what we saw in that previous game. And he's going to get...
Watch feet.
He's going to get him again, and that's going to give him a lead.
Caught his feet with the haymaker, throws out the taunt. Luna feeling good. He's like, this is going to be a reset, but Pierre wants to stop it. The dare, the second one, but Pierre gets back up.
I was so close to being such a bad situation for Pier. Going all the way out there, Luna up in the red. He can afford to go for that double knockout, but he is going to get hit by the side air, and that puts Pier back 2-2. However, a lot of damage has been put on him.
I mean, like, that double unarmed dare just screams confidence now. Luna is just, he's playing like a man on fire, and he is getting hits, but Pier turns it around, and Luna is down to his last stop.
You have absolutely got to be kidding me. After you just almost got knocked out for a play like that, you go back out there again, and then you steal the lead away?
Pier.
Built different.
He was ready for it. He wanted it, and he's going to get the stock lead now. Luna just needs a recovery. He's looking for it.
This is actually such a good position all of a sudden for Pier with this switch. I mean, some part of it's the switch. The other part of it is how aggressive he's gotten in this game, and it's nuts. That is going to be a recovery, but this could be a completely different game right now. If he did not get that edge guard on the Luna, he might be looking at a large 2-1 deficit.
Yeah, I mean, obviously credit for turning that edge guard around, but also for pushing his lead after getting it, right? Like, he got so much extra credit now that Luna is playing from the deficit. Gets the recovery, though, keeping the weapon advantage away from Pier.
He finally sneaks his way through that, but Luna saw through the fact it's like, oh, wait, you have no resources. I could push this advantage as long as I want. And Luna is very close to evening it back up. He has essentially done so. Pierre's got to be careful how he goes on his recovery. Luna waiting for him, but it's not going to be enough.
Not quite enough. The high ceiling of Miami. Final stocks here. Pier with the sword. He's got potential for the downlight recovery, but the Sayer puts him off stage.
He's going to be able to sneak by Luna. Luna's going to get the D-Light ground pound, waits it out just long enough, sends that message to him saying, I'm not done. Luna gets the reset and gets another chance at getting himself another championship belt this year.
Showing why Luna's so good at the offstage. Pier, obviously very good as well, as he got this double down air into the ground pound and makes it back.
Why am I looking at 227 unarmed damage?
Because he was swinging.
Why am I looking at that right now? These two players are actually crazy. 258 was done on Scythe, 103 was done on Gauntlets, but the unarmed almost outdid the damage on his Scythe. That is crazy. That's the confidence factor you mentioned before, the ego, if we will, with answering back. But he also just made it work. Like, he was just...
Look at that tiny triangle. Hey, wait, can you bring that graph up real quick?
Yeah, actually, it's another look at this graph moment. All right, look
at this tiny triangle. Look at that. That's a little baby triangle. This mommy has daddy, and that's the baby. Mama bear? Papa bear? Or, yeah, mama bear, papa bear, baby bear. That's a tiny little triangle. Well, that's what, you know that math? That's two down airs and a ground pound. Quick math. That's what that triangle looks like. If you're ever wondering. This is a baby one. We got a reset, though.
Oh, my God. We got
Pier with the R because he got reset on Luna with the L because he took one from Pier earlier. The final set to determine who's going to be the autumn champion, Pier versus Luna.
It's a little baby. It's a little baby triangle right
a
there.
little baby.
It's a little baby right there. So we're getting into the next game. We have Luna and Pier back at it, and Pier has gone back to the Lucian. Asuri was not the answer. However, he was able to get one in there. It's just like, it was mostly just how aggressive he was with guitars. He needed that dare so bad. It's like, please go away.
That dare was just the life-saving paddles just coming down and keeping him alive. Pier, he's fighting back. He's swinging against Luna. He's going for all these wake-ups, but Luna just keeping this aggression.
See if Luna can replicate that success, and that success is continuing in his favor right now. Also, finally breaking the streak of people who were below in count, getting the dub. He did get at least one, but will it be enough to finish the whole thing? Pier does have him in an even point right now. Recovery won't be enough yet, Duke.
Oh, going for more, throws out the N-Sigs, but it's a haymaker from Luna to give him the stock advantage. Punches Pier in the back of the head, and Luna's going to keep the gauntlets.
Let's see if he can find some type of success. All he needs is one good play. As we said before, Pier is not, he doesn't really care about being unarmed. It's not really, it's a non-issue for him, but he is going to get back over to those, see if he can find that daylight recovery. He's getting outspaced again. The dare finds his mark, Sarah finds his mark, and he gets himself the stock.
Really good positioning from Pier. Doesn't throw the blasters that high. He went really high for it, but ended up coming back down before throwing them away. There's going to be the weapon spot on the right side. Pier's trying to cover it, but Luna picks it up.
Luna wasting no time. The gauntlets have been a huge factor for Luna here, too, up against Pier. And as we point that out, he has instantly styled into such a quick stock. That's another tiny triangle right there.
Yeah, that's another real tiny triangle there. Luna just trying to build a little tiny house there, but he's getting all the damage. He's got the stock lead. He's got the scythe now, despite the fact that his gauntlets have been looking good.
Instead of getting those stickers for like the family and the children on the back of the car, I'm just going to get like graphs and just put them all on the back. But right now, Pier looking at what is ever-fading dream of getting first here in Autumns, if Luna continues to play the way he's playing. And Luna has played spoiler in the past. He did stop the run of Jet Bean. And also, if, you know, again, another stat that just seems to be crazy, it's always been second. Ooh. It's never been first for those who have made that crazy run.
Yeah, he taunts early. This might be the taunt to get bodied as he eats a ground pound. Luna got a little egg on his face for that one.
Yeah, that's one of the few times we've seen that finally come through. It's we've been waiting. It's like, yeah, every time he did it as the game was over. Didn't happen that time. Can Pier make him pay for that? Pier is currently in sweat beats. He sneak his way on.
The dare just going to bounce. Pier, sidelight, can't go for the follow-up. Pier still alive, still surviving. Down sig doesn't land, and there it is. And there's the taunt this time from Luna. He waited for the KO, though.
I was going to say, I'm glad you saw that, too. It's like he had a slight hesitation on that one before he actually went for it at the end. Luna gets another one. That is 3 games in a row uncontested from Luna. He's starting to figure things out.
And what an onslaught of gauntlet hits. Sidelight recovery, gravity cancel, sidelight recovery. There's that taunt that he ended up paying for a little bit. He lost that second stock, but this time able to get it.
He's like,
oh, the KO. Okay.
It's so ridiculous when it is slowed down. All right, that one wasn't as small of a triangle as I expected this time. But still, Pier falling early to that. The gauntlets have actually been a nightmare. Like a complete nightmare for him. Luna has not allowed him to camp him the way that he did before. Right after we pointed out how good he was at spacing his neutral lights, his D-lights, and never getting hit, the follow-up game, he has only been smothered. So he's going to go back to the Asuri and see if maybe that one game that he had as a win in the last set can be replicated.
Yeah, I mean, to the point of smothering, right? Like, Luna has not given breathing room to Pier. He's given him asthma and saying, you better find your inhaler, because Pier he's not found an opportunity. But here we go into game number 2. Luna currently up 1-0.
Hopefully he doesn't end up allergic to the wall like what happened to Stingray earlier. He does not need that on his table either. It's already expensive enough. Luna is continuing to push so well with Scythe. And then after the first stock of Scythe, everything just disappears to the gauntlet. So I want to see that same aggressive play that Pier was able to succeed on. Easier said than done, of course.
And he's hoping this Asuri sword. He's using it, trying to play this edge guard. Luna keeping the pressure. You can see him sticking around. Goes for the downlight, but Pier has enough movement to get above it.
Ground Pound is going to hit the ledge instead. He's going to be able to get his way back on. Going to miss the side light. Neutral light's going to get him off.
We're to the right side. Luna waiting. Another neutral light. Weapon toss catches the high movement of Pier, and Luna again with the taunt. He's feeling good.
Luna is so, like, quick to just try and toy with your mental. He wants you to feel less confident about the game that you're currently in. And that ground pound is going to potentially set up. Okay, Luna did not decide to go for that time, but every time we've seen a ground pound come out from Pier, there has been an absolute scuffle in the bottom of the stage.
I totally thought after Luna went for that weapon toss and burned some movement from Pier, he was going to go for that ground pound. Instead, opted to play it a little bit safer. He's like, you know what? I've been taunting a lot. I don't really want to lose it after I do that.
It's also, he's been in such control that at this point, it's like it's on Pier to figure it out, and giving a stock away like that is not something he should do. Granted, he is now in red, so he can afford to go for a deeper play and get a trade-off if he needs it.
Whoa! Can't touch! Pier's going to even up the stock count.
Well, he gets himself, and that wasn't actually that much damage there for Pier in that stock, so not too bad. But one thing that is still a big issue is he's not finding too many combo starters. Like, guitars are actually not really a problem anymore when they were the problem.
Yeah, I mean, he was getting so many strings with his guitars. He's getting so many NSIG follow-ups with his guitars. And right now, like, Luna has just had so much control. Pier's able to respond, like he's trading back and forth every now and then, but it's still just like so much momentum weighted towards Luna.
Exactly. You need, when you win out in neutral, you need to make it work. He got 2 hits out of it that time at least, but most of the time it's been 1. That's going to give him the lead.
He's able to catch him with the down signature, very similar to the guitar down signature in that it covers a small area around you, but long active frames. Able to get that stock lead. Can he push it?
See if he can keep this going right now. Weapon toss gets him in. Like we said before, does not really care if he's unarmed most of the time, but you are now in the problem picture. Gauntlets have been the issue that is going to continue to be the issue as he answers right back, gets a D-Light recovery.
Luna, dying weapons, has the scythe in hand. Final stock here in game number 2 for both players. Little damage lead for Pier, but Luna's got so much weapon denial.
3 and what? Yeah, actually, that's actually another big point. Before it wasn't an issue. Now it's actually, now you can't find anything to start at all off an unarmed. But guitars, you need to make these work. You gotta get that success back. That success might not find its way here as Luna gonna actually back off. Didn't believe hard enough in that.
Hit him high, not quite enough. Pier fighting back, swinging onto Luna. NSIG misses. Luna survives.
Luna gets him with the sider, pushes him back off stage. Waiting for it, and he baited him out. Waited for it, and he is gonna not sneak in far enough. Try to use as much resources as he can to sneak back on, but Weapon Toss seals the deal, and Luna is 1 game away from being your autumn champion.
A good mix-up from Pier. He ate a high weapon toss from Luna on the first stock, so on the third one, he goes for a GC. It just doesn't quite work out for him because he still is burning his dodge on that point, and Luna finds another weapon spawn for the weapon toss, and Luna is up 2-0. The pressure is on Pier.
Can he make the magic happen? Can he be yet another Cinderella story that has found their way all the way up to the top, but hasn't been able to finish it? Will he be the first one? PR 23 sitting here in grand finals and trying to make that W happen. But like we said before, every other person who has gotten to this point has always been second. 3 events in a row, we've had the same exact situation, and it's always been second place.
Yeah, these underdogs make it so incredibly far, and it's so fun to watch, and we're like, yes, this underdog, it's so cool. And then the other guy is like, hey, I'm still the big guy.
Well, it's funny, like, at least like it was Luna against Champion, but with the last one, it was that insane run from Radish.
Yeah,
so like
that's fair.
That was just like a fun story overall with Radish and AO Blue both popping off. But here's Luna playing Party Pooper again. He's here to shut down the party, turn off all the music, and take all your goods.
He's the gatekeeper. He's gotten the golden keys to the castle so often that he's like, okay, well, my turn again to get the golden keys. And it's down to Pier on game number 3, blocking in the Yasuri, hoping that this is going to be the thing to turn this one around.
Yeah, and this matters a lot for Luna too, because this is the last step before BCX. Luna is in that small contention number of people who we look at as potential candidates to win it all. And he wants to go into BCX with yet another championship under his belt.
Absolutely. There's so much pressure onto Luna, and he's been able to shoulder it so well this time, though. He's one game away from being the Autumn Champion and breaking the streak of top PRs not winning in their region for the Autumn Championship.
That's true. And also an interesting counter pick as well. You have decided to take Mordex to Demon Island. This is something we haven't really... There's not been a lot of Demon Island today, or at least for NA. It's mostly been Apocalypse. But Pier needing something different. He needed to change it up, and it's going to be here. And Ensig has connected, though, which means bad things for you because he's been missing those. At least he whiffed the second one.
Luna is throwing out Sig after his Sig. He's getting away with it now. He's feeling good. He's feeling confident. He throws out the Ensig. He throws out the down Sig. They're not connecting, though.
I am so glad that after we pointed out he got one, he whiffs 5 in a row. So thank you for putting the storyline back in place, Luna.
He doesn't like having a passing grade on Sig hits. Pier jumps and misses the Sair. And Luna is going to get the first stock, almost taunts away his own.
Doesn't even bother to go for like a long weapon starve either. Doesn't really care for it. At this point, just has a lead. This is a very short time if Pier could shut it down, which he did instantly. You do not want to have something bad happen where you get caught off stage, take a scythe there, and all of a sudden you're looking at a 2-stock lead.
Falling Nair for Falling Nair. Pier with the weapon advantage moves forward towards Luna, but Luna's shown he has the potential to go off with his unarmed, putting out 200 plus damage in one of the games.
Pier has also been low on the signature mark of late. He was so high on them before. I think that's actually the most consistent point to see as he is about to get juggled out. He is,
Still touches.
He gets the touch. Okay, he gets the touch. That was so close to a good stock from Luna.
He goes for the Ensig that time, wanted to dunk him down. Pier holding on to that stock.
You're just trying to cover that. He's expecting him jumping early. Not going to be able to catch him with a D-Sig again. And here come the flying measure of 6, and now he's sent underneath. You're not making that one back.
Good fast fall down from Luna into the down air. Stock advantage. Tournament stock here for Pier. This could be his gold medal stock if he can win here.
Luna trying to end it all right now with a 3-0 in the reset, only giving up one individual game to Pier all of Grand Finals after going down 3-1 earlier. Luna is not going to get the wall touch, so it makes it a little bit easier for Pier to keep his bracket run alive.
Even final stocks here. The hope is alive for Pier if he can beat out Luna. Luna with the scythe, Pier with the Katars. Can he find the momentum he had earlier on with these Katars?
It's not looking like it's... Well, actually, never mind. It's starting to look a little bit better. Getting at least a few hits here and there. But Luna already answering back, Duke.
Caught that dodge in. Got so much off of it. There's the dodge down. Luna catches him again.
That's a lot of resources used. He's going to have to be very careful about how he goes for the touch. He just misses, but he gets caught by the Ensig. It's not enough yet.
Flash out. Pier sweat beats. Narrowly touches the wall. Luna keeping the damage. The weapon toss just to deny.
The gauntlets are now in play. You already know he's been so on point with those all day. Pier is stuck at the ledge. It's so scary to try and sneak his way back on. The end lights are going to miss.
Goes for the haymaker. Not the biggest punish, but the end light does it. And Luna is the Autumn Champion for North America.
Getting himself back onto his seat where he belongs, getting that throne back, and finding yet another W here this year, putting himself in that uncontested best player in North America right now, and being the only PR1 throughout the weekend to say, this is where I belong, because every other one has been shut down.
Luna is looking so good. He's had a couple of stumbles during the year, but he's finally proven why so many people think he is the one. He's the one with the potential to close out BCX. He won the midseason invitational.